HMS Illustrious comes home to Portsmouth today for the final time. For 32 years, the aircraft carrier has been involved in conflicts from the Gulf to Sierra Leone. But since the Harriers fell victim to defence cuts, her last years have been spent at sea as a helicopter carrier. Will Inglis looks back on Lusty's remarkable career.
HMS Illustrious, once pride of the fleet, now retiring at the end of 32 years at sea. Built in the Cold War to hunt Soviet submarines in the Atlantic, she was rushed into service in 1982 to relieve Invincible and Hermes in the Falklands. That was the conflict where the Invincible-class carriers made their name, famous for the ski jump on the front that gave the Harriers greater takeoff weight, meaning more fuel, better range and greater payload. For troops on the ground, that meant quite simply better protection and support. Affectionately known as Lusty, she was designed to fly anti-submarine warfare Sea Kings, protected from air attack by the potent Sea Harrier. But she also carried the RAF's ground attack Harriers, most recently an upgraded GR7 and GR9 guise. Illustrious was always regularly used as a helicopter carrier too, embarking Royal Marines ready for action ashore. And since the retirement of the Harriers in 2010, that has become Lusty's main role, a role that's taken her to the other side of the world, helping here in the aftermath of Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines last year. She's also trained with the Apache, once again giving the Royal Navy the ability to launch air attack against targets ashore. But it was only a brief reprieve, with the Strategic Defence and Security Review slating her to be decommissioned as the specifically designed and thus more capable helicopter carrier HMS Ocean returned from refit. But even as the end looms for this remarkable ship, Britain's working hard on regenerating its carrier strike capability. HMS Queen Elizabeth has now left the dry dock where she's been taking shape and should put to sea in a couple of years' time. 3 times the size of the old carriers, she'll fly the spiritual successor to the Harrier, the F-35B Lightning II Joint Strike Fighter. Fitting then that Illustrious's last official engagement before sailing for home was the naming ceremony for her successor. Will Inglis, Forces News.